Hey there everyone, I wanted to quickly show you how you can use the Tim's Tools Ultra Balancer to just check that your white balance is correct in a shot without even having to apply it to the shot. So here we are in Davinci Resolve 16, and the newer versions of Resolve all allow you to actually preview a LUT without applying it to your footage. So what that means is that I can grab a piece of footage here, I can go over to my LUTs, and you can see I've got Tim's Tools LUTs in here, so I can go in here and I can just preview what that LUT is going to look like on the shot. And as you can see, what we're trying to do with Tim's Tools Ultra Balancer is we are trying to get the shot to be basically where it is white, we want it to be white. So this will tell us if we are out. I'll give you an example. If you take a shot like this, and this is quite a common problem with shots of snow, if I just push it really slightly sort of in the blue direction, okay, so we've got the same looking shot. Now looking at it, it still looks pretty good, but if I go over to here, you can see straight away, just by previewing that this shot needs to be pushed towards yellow in order for that snow to actually be white. And that's really easy to do. In that case, once we've checked it, we can simply add Tim's Tools Ultra Balancer to the second node, go back to our first node, which is where we want to make those adjustments, okay, and then we can just adjust that first node until we are, making sure that the snow is white again, or thereabouts. So I've been pretty rough with that, but that's okay. Turn that off, okay, and then, that is our kind of final shot. So we've corrected that blue tint that I had added to the shot. Let me show you somewhere where this sort of thing is even more useful. When you look at a shot like this, and in particular if you've got a shot where you have something like a digital display in there as well as natural light, it can be pretty hard to judge what is actually the accurate white balance. So Tim's Tools Ultra Balancer will give you a really clear idea of what is correctly white balanced within the shot, and then you can decide how to go about making your corrections, whether you correct the screen separately from the rest of the shot or whether you can just correct the entire shot. So I'll give you an example. Once again, if I hover over the top of this, you can see here that this is telling us that basically a lot of the stuff that's white, including these neutral colors outside and also the screen, all need to be pushed sort of towards slightly orange and mostly to green. Okay, so we can correct that one again really simply and easily. So I've added a second node, Alt S, and I'm going to drop the, whoops, didn't quite hit the mark with that one. I'm going to drop the Tim's Tools Ultra Balancer onto the second node, go back to our first node, okay, and we're going to make those changes. Okay, now you can make these changes wherever you like, depending on what you're trying to balance. The Ultra Balancer will work across quite a wide range of exposure levels, so you can actually use it to balance darker greys as well, or darker neutral colors as well, but in our case we're talking about daylight and a monitor, so they're pretty bright, so I'll do it in the gain. Okay, so we wanted to go towards green, it's telling us we need to go a little bit more towards the orange. Okay, and now you can see we've got a white image on our screen, and we've got quite a lot of white here in these neutral colors. Okay, so that's basically balanced. I can now turn this off, or if it's easier to keep things tidy, I can delete that altogether because we've made those changes. But I'll show you the result of the change. So that was the before and that was the after. Now when you looked at that shot, that before shot, it was actually pretty hard to judge because obviously it's got a little bit of a filter going on it. It looks like a reasonably warm shot anyway. So you may not have been able to just visually see that the white balance was out. But you can see that it's clearly a lot better once we've corrected it. The thing is, you could have done something similar by using the vector scope, obviously, but it's hard when you've got a shot that has got quite a wide range of colors and exposure levels in it, because it's much more tricky to actually gauge that unless you actually go through and select certain parts of the image. The nice thing with the Tim's Tools Ultra Balancer is that it will give you an example. It'll show you what parts of the image are correctly balanced, and then you can make those judgments really quickly and easily. You can see here that was the before down in the vector scope and the after, so it would have been pretty hard to judge that simply by looking at the entire shot and making adjustments based on that vector scope, but very, very quick and easy to do using the Ultra Balancer. So that is all. Hopefully that was useful. Check out the Ultra Balancer at the links in the description below. Thanks for watching.